We back? We back. Okay, we're back. Welcome back to good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome back. My name is Rexia. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yeah. Okay, this is the first round which we're going to be looking into. This is the second part of okay, fine. This is the second part of how do I put it? Sorry for that disturbance. This is going to be the second part of the video, second part of the game of VLT versus True Rippers, where we saw the collapse. And yeah, as you saw in the first video, which I just recorded a few minutes ago, we clearly saw that VLT were good, and in some places they tried. They were very close to an overtime on split, but micro decisions here and there, trying to capitalize on wasting time, could have helped maybe change future. But now we come to the last map, Haven. And here, the first round, we're just going to go slow because it's going to be a pistol round. So we're just going to quickly look at it. I don't think there's much to say because, well, it is how it normally works. There is a nano swamp put at the edge. There's a bit of chaos caused away at the simple sweep push. Techno gets a kill immediately and VLT is like, on the back foot. But Excali's just like, you know what, I'm just going to try to get some more damage out. They get Techno to very low. And now because there's so many people, they're like, you know what? Let's just rotate. Meanwhile, you can see KJ over here has... Where's my mouse gone? Has my mouse died? Okay, yeah, sorry. My mouse died. Damn. Okay. Okay, it didn't die. Okay, yeah, sorry for that. Yeah, so you can see the KJ came all the way till here. Even though the alarm bot is there. So KJ came till here and she's like, okay, no, like came till here and like, okay, nobody there goes back. There's no noise heard anymore over here because the Omen smoke is already there. So like, you know what, let's just go back. Maybe they're going for a B push. But do they do a B push? Let's just find out. We go forward, they're rotating. A good rotate, they're going. Now they know that they're one man less. So ideally you have to be in a crew. And they're doing just that. So you're going to rotate. And they might already know as to this. Now Wimp is wondering that, hey look, these guys didn't look B for a lot. So there could be a backstab. But immediately the alarm bot gets triggered and Wimp is trying to get a kill with the help of the turret, but Amaterasu is really good with his aim, with a classic, gets a pick and the plant is down. And now, easy as it goes, the flank might be there. Like the flank is there, turret has been put, and Omen is trying to smoke one corner and be like, hey, I want to smoke here, so that turret cannot see us. But little do they know the turret is positioned actually over here. So the turret does detect them. And now we've got a situation where it's a 4v4 and all hell's about to break loose. And that's what happens. You can see Techno just like, yep, we are back on the rotate and they just need to play for time. So you can see Amaterasu is just going a bit back. He's coming for the full rotate. And meanwhile, Techno and Disrupt are just like, nah, we are going to get the pick. We won this. And I think so that is where it backfires because Disrupt gets the pick. But guess what? There was only less than a second for this round. And they get it in that. And so, you see, True Rippers get the pistol round. What do we learn from this? It's very simple as to this. We can go a little bit back. Like, I would just like to go a little bit back over here because this is going to be a bit longer of a video. I want to just go here when everybody is alive. Let's just go to here, yeah. You can clearly see over here if you go to like our map thing. Amaterasu knew that somebody was here, so he goes for the flank. Good job. Meanwhile, he is isolated over here and so is, how do I put it? I think it's Doma. And if I'm correct, Disrupt is going to come through here. And I think that nobody was checking him over here. And I don't know what goes wrong because suddenly VLT just lose control. Because I think so Techno immediately, like if we can just see on the thing. I will just outmap it as well. Techno plays together with this guy. So Techno isolates Excali, Disrupt and Techno get the second and third pick as well. And that just leads to like, oh wait, what? And they both go down. And because Amaterasu was not playing with his team, I think so there was a little bit of isolation. The idea was good, it was on point, but just didn't come into fruition. And now we go into the next round, which is we're going to carefully look at. And now we're back because we're going to look at the last map. The last map of VLT's attack. The score is 8-3. Not last map, sorry, the fourth map. My bad. Because, God, I took the wrong time. It's fine. Okay, we're going to look at the fourth map. Because, well, VLT even got the... Sorry, not VLT, sorry. Two Rippers got their bonus round. It's 3-0 to Two Rippers already. And from here is when we see VLT going on a mean streak, because they lost these 3, but they win the next 3, which is insane when you think about it. 9 rounds on the clock. Hats off. So now let's just look what is happening over here. The guns are nearly full buys, and VLT are just like, you know what, let's just push it through. And that's what happens. So Suvada, I think so, fails, or just like trying to detect somebody else. A bit of presence at short, and Techno gets stunned as well. Kaizen has come up very aggressive. Now you can see over here, we'll stop over and we'll look over here. You can clearly see that Kaizen is here. In this box, like if I just make a box over here, the only players who are not a part of it is Wimp, it is Amaterasu, and god damn it, I forgot his name. Techno. Chillcott Techno. Yeah. The rest all are here. So this is where chaos is going to ensue, because there's even smokes put up immediately. So what happens? Let's find out. Gonna be fun, gonna be interesting. We play on, and the breach ultimate comes into play, and they're pushing VLT back. Right now we want presence, and that's what happens. Kaizen gets one, Disrupt gets another, and then they smoke and they retreat. But at the same time, Ayu was low, so Hello just gets him through a wall bang, and it is a 4v3. The sudden counter attack, or like out of nowhere aggressiveness, has worked. So now VLT has no map control. So now they're going to gather some map control. How? Okay, we can go see. Now this is, now I know why I take this map, because this is where it gets interesting. VLT are just walking in. Now there is something which I want you all to see again, because if we go here, I hope it's the small map. I cannot look while I'm recording. Here is a turret. Ideally, now the other commentators are like, this turret has to look through here. But something funny happens. I'm just gonna let it roll for you all to watch what happens. The turret isn't looking at them, due to which they just cross forward onto the onto site, and now Tech Web is like, I don't know where these guys are. What is going on? Like, where are they? It's 16 seconds left. He's playing off the turret, as you can see right now, and he knows like, wait, they're planting C. How is that even possible? And so Wimp is like, okay guys, they're planting C. Meanwhile, 2 are coming from backstab, as you can see clearly from here. There's 2 backstab over here. The smokes have been put. And Wimp is just trying to get some control. Techno is like, okay, let me just get some control. But Techno doesn't look behind him. And this is where things get bonkers, because Doma just gets 2 right there. And while the Astro Wall was useful to cut off, this semi-flank or going into the spawn has backfired so much that VLT get the first round. And this is the thing. VLT played good. From this point on, they go on to win 9 maps. So where does things change? Let's have a look. And we're back. We have come now to a point where the score is 5-9. We're just going to see 1 round per se, because I want to see this full buy round where now that you could see, as you can clearly see from here, like just I'm pointing my hand, I'm so sorry. Here, 9 maps in a row, and then True Rippers again get pistol and they get the next round. So now True Rippers' only goal is to win it all, and they have to push it through. So let's see what happens. How different do VLT play on defense and True Rippers play on defense? So now, one thing you can clearly note over here is, like always, Jet and Sova are going to play together over here. Astra is all alone here. The turret is here to check. I think they're mainly for C presence behind the box. KJ is here, and the Nano Swarm and Alarm Bot is here to help the breach. So if the breach needs the support, he can immediately go through Link, A-Link, and come to site. So yeah, that's as simple as it gets, and let's begin. Now, again, they were waiting for the, how do I put it, the Sova art, and it plays on as usual. But this time, they even see that Kaizen has come short. So they know that somebody shot because the dash which was there. Meanwhile, True Rippers like, you know what, we'll just go through C. Now, Kaizen knows that there was some presence over here, and he's just trying to push forward, which could be very risky, and it is. Because Excali saw him, and Kaizen thinks Kaizen realized that. So now, they're fully gone for the C plant. Helif gets 1, Techno gets on a stinger, but they don't see where Amaterasu is. A little bit of the whiff in front of Wimp. And yeah, the plant should be coming down. It's a 2v2. Doma gets one. Doma gets another. And yeah, it becomes 10-5. And you could clearly see all the players are just like, it's over. It's over. You can see RBK being like, yep, nice. Come on, do something. And I don't think so that is gonna happen. But we're now gonna just see how True Rippers, even though they lost a map, you can see that they were low. They do come back. And how did they do that? Let's just find out. And we're back, and before we go into like the juicy part of this video, like the last rounds where things just change and collapse, I want to show one thing about True Rippers and a player known as RU who is insane for this, and the amount of up and down bonkers which was happening. So we look back over here. VLT got the 10th round, like got their 10th round, and then True Rippers gets another. So it's 7-10. Ooh, remove the 0, it's Brazil, Germany. So now, again, but this time there's something different. Jet is alone. Sova is in mid. He's going to, again, Beach is going to send us Aftershock through here. KJ is, this time Util is centered around Garage and B. So B is all on Sova. I remember wondering why. Well, because Excali has his ultimate. So from mid, you can just go all the way till here, all the way to here, all the way to here. Get here, or even go here to immediately get the ult effect. So let's see what does Excali do. The round begins. The Aftershock comes into play. Doma gets off. They know that there's an op, and here's where I'm going to pause it. Are you within a span of just what, 8 seconds has ulted to heaven? So he's here, he's just chilling here, but they know, they heard him. So EC1 is like 7% is like the, I forgot what you call this ability, and so he's like, okay, got done it. And now because of the smoke, they even know that hey, somebody is heaven. So smoke comes into play, and now he just goes back. And he's back with his team. So you see what has happened. It's a form of deception, yeah. Where you show them that there's some presence over there, but there's no presence over there. Because he's teleported back. So now Excali will go for the ultimate. He's trying to tag. He does get disturbed, but because of the rolling thing, he cannot see much. But guess what? Kaizen is now on top. They are literally playing musical chairs. Kaizen sees another, and Kaizen goes down. And because of Jet's ability, the passive one where he doesn't get falling damage, it goes into his favor, no damage lost. And now you can see there's another ultimate that has been used by Techno. And so Vimp, Kaizen, all of them get their picks, and it's 8-10. And you can see True Rippers are just happy. But they're like, yeah, my team is winning. So now we go on to the comeback map. Comeback round, because this is where it gets juicy. Now we have reached here. The score is 9-10. VLT has just given again 4 maps in a, like, actually we saw map number 18, 19 is also gone. Now True Rippers are coming close. They need one more map for the comeback. And now, so what do VLT try to change? Let's find out. They have gone back to Sova being here. So Sova Dart here to get presence of lobby. But this time, Jet Doma is going to be in Garage, which we haven't seen before. Meanwhile, there are 2 people at B, and KJ is going to A. So they're showing a lot of presence at A. What do True Rippers do in this situation? Let's just see. The round begins. We've got the Mithras has got his lockdown as well, and EC1 has got the Rolling Thunder. So immediately presence is there. Aftershock comes into play. Doma goes a bit more aggressive. They see that nobody is in lobby or in spawn, and so now they know that it's a C hit. So guess what? Kaizen just immediately goes through Garage, gets 1 pick, and yep, that's that. Ayu pushed in so deep, but then he got caught. But they know that some Kaizen could be there, and he's been detected. A little bit of a whiff, but he's low. But at the same time, what True Rippers now have done is they have now, because they have how they lost their smoke. So they're like, okay guys, if we do the B hit, it's going to be insanely tough, but we have to do this. So the alarm bot is going to get triggered, and it's a crossfire situation. Will they go for this? Because it's so risky, because they know that they have to look but both the angles. The Naruto comes to play, there's a wide peak, Amaterasu gets his pick, and here is where things just get bonkers, because we knew that Kaizen is low. So a little bit of the help is needed. Kaizen gets 1, Kaizen gets another on 11. And the Rolling Thunder comes into play in a defensive manner, and True Rippers just go to A. They're like, you know what? We know nobody's here. and that is what is being done. Now, if you see how EC1S is playing, he's playing on a slow backstab, whereas Techno and Kaizen are also playing like, hey, no, we know somebody's going to come from here. Hell just doesn't see him, and now it's a 2v1. EC1S is low, so he has to just go for the thing, like a sneaky thing, and Kaizen sees him, gets a 4k. Kaizen gets 3 of his kills while being on 11 HP. This is what I say when I told in the last game that Kaizen was crucial. This is why. I don't know how he does it, but in the round where True Rippers need him the most, he's right there. And that is that. Like today, this game was literally the Kaizen show. From split to heaven. And now, we're going to the last round of this game. The one which changed everything. We are now on the last map. True Rippers have just gone obsolete. They got round number 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. And they're on 23 now. And this is match point. So what do VLT do? They could be losing the first series of the entire tournament. They already lost their first. However, they already lost their first map this game as well. Like the first map in the entire tournament this game. So. And yeah, so what do True Rippers have in mind? They're like, okay guys, we have the momentum, we have the flow, we will just go in. Ideally, best case situation is, they knew that Amatrasu was over here because of the previous round. So they are like, you know what, we'll just get short control and just push. Because Amatrasu not even put his alarm bot. So I don't know what is happening. Meanwhile, I think so it's clearly like Excali and, like, is it Doma? Yeah, Doma and EC1S are like, you know what, we just go aggressive, get control over here. Meanwhile, Garage does nothing, so is over here. And they only have, however, the Astra Wall. So let's see how it all goes down. The round begins. Amatrasu is in short, playing on the turret. Immediate Astra struck. The bullets are there. Amatrasu gets the first pick of Kaizen, and now it just looks good. But Amatrasu, it doesn't go that way. The Astra Wall comes into play and this stops entry into A because you cannot hear anything. Now that's it. It works in a two-way thing. One is you cannot hear anything, and second of all, neither team can see anything. So now the wall has come down. What do you have in front of us? True Rippers are completely at A, fully. Like you can see over here. I have to show it to you. Here, 4 of them are in A. So you've got that. Meanwhile, VLT 2 people are at A. So they have like bodies here. Meanwhile, because the wall being put, somebody could have even ran back and come till here, and nobody knows what is happening because the wall is in such a way. So there's a little bit of confusion. Like, can they be that smart that all the rotations have happened, or how many people have rotated? Helif only has one smoke, like one star which is left, and one which is there on A main. So let's see, does that even come into play? Hello, just playing a bit more aggressive. I believe he shouldn't have, but again, getting control is crucial. But Techno can hear it. I think so. He hears him walking through, and slowly but steadily, I think so, they see each other. The drone comes, and Techno is like, oh god. Helif gets his pick, and now the Rolling Thunder comes into play. They know where Helif is, so they put the Aftershock over there, push him back. Ayu gets one immediately in Haven, and yeah, it's a 3v3. EC1S gets one, and now we're left in a situation with VLT having the extra man. Now, VLT in this situation, like, let's just mark it over here. They have short control. They have control over here as well. I don't know what you call this, but Heaven control is with Ayu, and they know that he could be somewhere here as well because Ayu normally teleports out. And Disrupt is all alone on site. You can see that he is on full HP. He's got one more flash left. So what happens now with the Gaia gun? He goes and plays with isolation. Ayu gets one, gets another, and Disrupt gets two, and that is that. We already lose the game. Now, ideally, what they did was right. Like, you can go over here, even if you slow it down. I'm just going to be honest, I'll just go back to normal this. Slowly, Ayu gets one. Now, the thing is, normally you would expect, like, if he's attacking, you would expect him to attack as well. Who? Doma. But Doma whiffs a bit. He gets his pick. And True Rippers win. And they qualify forward. And yeah, that is where we're going to end this long video about VLT. And All I wanna say is this: like, while I record this video, VLT have disbanded their entire esports side of things, and there are many reasons to it. As a fan, you might be like, "Why? How? This game? It's all because of this, and their performance is split too." Well, the actual reality is, somebody from the esports industry also told me this, that the off season is gonna be there for 5 months. The next proper event for any team who's in tier 2 is straight in, how do I put it, September. Which just goes to show that esports winter is coming, the bubble is gonna burst. So let's see what happens. So I'll end this video here. Not on a sad note, I'll be like, well done True Rippers, because the second split they did well as well. So this is gonna be the video, and now the next video which I want to record would be ideally the final. But I think so I've written the names down, and yeah, they both will come, and I'm gonna try to upload as much as I can when this break, because the next game of Split 2 is on June 1st and the finals is on June 3rd. So we have done, ideally I wanted to do the game of God's Reign, but I don't think so that is needed. So we'll directly shift to Orangutan versus God's Reign in the finals, because that game was insane.